Have you ever looked at your organization and thought, why are we still doing this? Or you sensed that energy is gone, although people are still there working. In such situations, systemic leaders are asking very important question. What was this system created to do? And has it already done it? Every living system, including organizations, was created to fulfill something, not just to survive, not just to grow, but to reach its destination. Destination can be something very concrete, like launching a certain product or solving a certain problem, but destination can be also more subtle, like holding a space for innovations or restoring something that was missing in the society. Destination, in the systemic terms, is what system is called to do. It is what life actually wants to happen through that team, through that organization, through that project. And all projects have also their ends. So it is also possible for a living system to reach its destination. Low energy, constant reorganizations that are bringing no progress, sense of loss of direction, all those are signs that the system already reached its destination or that the system is not aligned with its destination. We as leaders are there to take care about alignment of our system with its destination. And in the case that something evolves in the meantime, then that we change that destination so that our system always have very clear destination which that system wants to reach. And it's also on us as leaders to recognize when we reach the destination. When we reach the destination, the only good step that we can do is to close the organization. Or if we are listening that something new wants to emerge, then we can also try to transform the organization. But of course, we will need to define the new destination for that transformed organization. The most brave leaders are those who know when something is complete and they just let it go. One of my friends had quite a difficult situation. His father built a company decades ago, and it was the company that bring missing service to their region, served community, give people also meaningful jobs. And his father succeeded, created something that lasted for a pretty long period of time, and it was something good. His father wanted, of course, that his son continues with that business. But the son, who is now running that business, feels that market totally shifted. Energy in the company is dropping. Customers are slowly leaving. The key employees are slowly going to retirement. And even though his father still shows up every day to see how the things are going, it is clear to my friend that system has fully changed, and that system is having worse and worse numbers, and that system reached its destination. Now, the problem of my friend is that he is fully torn because deep down he really feels that this company reached its destination and that he is now keeping it alive just because it is hard to let it go, and just because he wants his father to be happy. So I talked with my friend, and it was really clear that the right step is to close this company. Because although he was afraid that closing would mean betrayal to his father, to his family, we were speaking about, wouldn't worse betrayal even be to continue that way and to drain that company until the last drop of energy, and to do that to the company that already did what it came to do. At the end of our conversation, where he also said what he feels that he is called to do and to create, we concluded that the best way would be to close that company respectfully, and that something else really wants to begin, and that he should focus on that what wants to start, on that where the life is shown, and to close this where there is no more such vividness, energy, and life. One of the most persistent myths in leadership, especially in the founders-led businesses or the family-run businesses, is that the organization should last forever. Although that is not really loudly said, people are behaving like that is true. So even when the system is not showing that it wants to grow, when the system is actually showing that its energy is going toward the closure, we as the leaders are doing some reorganization, pushes, adding more resources, adding vision, because we just do not want to acknowledge what might be true, and that is that the original destination has already been reached. We as leaders see letting go as a failure, not as a competition that it really is. Truth is that some systems are meant to end, and some systems are meant to be transformed. Either way, we need brave leaders who are ready to say, "This is done." That is not a weakness, that is actually a wisdom. In most leadership cultures, we are taught to push forward, pivot, adapt, keep going, no matter what. But systemic leadership is teaching us to listen to the system. And to really listen, is that system just stuck and really needs some push in the vision, or that system is going toward its completeness? We also need to listen. What is that life wants from us? Is there something new that wants to emerge so that we can maybe transform that organization into something else, and that we have some new destination with which we want to align? It is on us really to learn to listen and then respond in accordance with the system. Just pushing because of our fears, because of our loyalties, because of our habits, that is not the right leadership. Take a quiet moment now and connect with your organization. Feel it. Not the plans, not the numbers, just the energy. Feel your organization. Ask yourself, what was this system created to do? has it already reached its destination? Are you moving with a purpose, or you are just maintaining the momentum? Are there some products, themes, or rituals that may have already fulfilled their role? And the hardest question of all, do you have a courage to let something go so that something new can emerge? Whether the system ends or transforms and begin again, the first step is the same: recognizing what's done and honoring.